Allergies are out there. And that's always tough this time of year. It's always like, is it the flu or is it allergies?
Juniper.
Yeah, that's the cedar pollen that everyone talks about. It's juniper is the official term, but that comes mostly from the hill country. We have a few cedar trees around here, but the majority of those trees in Texas are up into the hill country, and anytime we get a northerly wind, we just get a surge of that pollen into our area. Now, our wind isn't directly out of the north today. It's a little bit westerly actually, but it does look like our tree pollen is going to be very high today. Grass pollen also high today. Mold is at medium. Ragweed, it's not that time of year, so we don't have to worry about that one. As we take a look at your weekend forecast, we're going to get another surge likely of some of that juniper, but not as much as the last time around. On Monday we had much stronger wind. As we head into the weekend, we get a shift out of the north-northwest, 5 to 15 miles per hour. That's coming right from the hill country. And then we'll have that north-northeast wind, 5 to 15 miles per hour into Sunday. Both of those, anytime we have a northerly wind, it's going to bring more of that cedar pollen into our area. So if you are sensitive to that, be ready to do some sneezing, maybe rubbing the eyes. Unfortunately, you know, normal allergy symptoms, right? Flu, you tend to have a fever. Allergies, you don't. So that's one of the big differences. 52 degrees and a Sunday morning, that weak cold front that we're talking about, that's where you're going to notice the biggest impact is in the morning and also with the wind. So the front approaches Friday, starts to move through the hill country, and will be a little bit cooler. But what I want to point out on this map is what you really notice is that northerly wind, right? And the color of Texas, because we're not seeing much in the way of clouds or rain, is changing more so from green to brown. That's indicating drier air moving in as far south as the coastal bend. That drier air heats up more efficiently, especially if it's not a super cold air mass. So we're still looking at temperatures in the 80s, even behind that front on Saturday. But as we head into Sunday, we have more of a northeasterly wind. That is going to be just a tad cooler than that westerly wind because it's going to be out of the north more dominantly, and high pressure building also helps filter in some more cool air. So by Sunday morning, we'll be in the 50s. We'll be a little bit cooler Sunday afternoon, and then into Monday, I expect us to get back into the 80s by Monday afternoon. And look at that, all of the humidity, it is returning. So we will have to watch out for some of that patchy fog into next week like we're dealing with this morning. It's 62 degrees right now. Our visibility through Corpus Christi is in great shape, but that's not the case for everyone. Areas along 281 and now also 77 are starting to see some of that patchy dense fog. Hey, happy second day of the year, y'all. We are going to see those temperatures, though, not feeling like January whatsoever. This is actually on the hot sauce forecast. We could pull that out today. We're talking pretty mild temperatures, but they're hot for this time of year. As I mentioned, the fog, it's starting along 281, starting to drift a little bit more along Highway 77. We could still see Corpus Christi, see some visibility falling, but by 10 a.m. we start to clear conditions out. There's a chance for some fog, especially along the coast early tomorrow, but once we get that northerly component to the wind, we'll be too dry to worry about fog. If you're driving across Texas, overnight fog's really the biggest issue, but by Saturday morning, we're mostly sunny across the Lone Star State. Here's why. This is our weak cold front. We're on the northwesterly winds, but this ridge builds into the weekend and into next week, and that's a pattern that doesn't do well when it comes to rainfall across Texas. So we're going to see lots of sunshine on your 7-day forecast, and temperatures are slowly dropping through Sunday, but they warm back up into next week. Alexis, John Thomas.